Picture this. In a world where success is the ultimate game, you witness two types of players. The traditionalists grinding away, believing in the power of integrity. Then there's the apex predators, those who've mastered the art of domination. But here's the million-dollar question. Who's actually running the show? Who's writing the rules of the game? Look around. It's not the nice guys. It's the ones who dare to cross lines, who refuse to apologize, who act while others hesitate. Ever wondered why our world seems designed to reward those who break the moral code? The answer echoes through centuries of human civilization. This isn't a glitch in the matrix, it's the foundation of power itself. To truly understand why, we need to confront an uncomfortable truth that philosophers like Nietzsche dared to expose. Power isn't a reward for goodness. It's a prize for those bold enough to seize it. Society feeds us a comfortable lie, that success comes to those who work hard, develop talent, and maintain integrity. But look closer at history, business, and politics. The real story? Power flows to those who understand its raw mechanics and exploit them without hesitation. Success isn't about playing fair. It's about domination, strategy, and the willingness to cross lines others won't. Take modern politics. Why do manipulative politicians thrive? Because they've mastered the real game. Politics isn't about justice. It's about influence. A leader who manipulates narratives, controls systems, and silences opposition will always outmaneuver one who clings to moral high ground. When domination is the goal, integrity becomes a liability. History proves this, time and again. The most influential rulers weren't the most ethical. They were the most strategic. They made promises they never intended to keep, forged alliances only to break them, and understood that power isn't given. It's taken. Look at today's corporate world. Why do ruthless CEOs dominate industries? Because business is warfare, not charity. A CEO who prioritizes fairness over market domination, loyalty over results, or ethics over expansion will be crushed by competitors who make the hard calls they won't. Successful companies aren't built on kindness. They're built on calculated decisions. They cut jobs when necessary, eliminate competition rather than compromise, and exploit markets, labor, and resources. Uncomfortable? Yes. True? Absolutely. The market doesn't reward kindness, it rewards dominance. Study history's greatest rulers, and you'll find a pattern: greatness and ruthlessness intertwined. Alexander didn't build his empire through kindness, he razed cities to the ground. Caesar didn't rise through honor, he outmaneuvered the Senate. Napoleon didn't create his legacy by following rules, he rewrote them. Power isn't about being liked, it's about being feared. The rulers who shaped history understood this fundamental truth: respect follows fear, not the other way around. Let's shatter another illusion: fairness. It's a concept designed to keep the masses in check. Think about it. Who created these rules of fairness? The very people who benefit from them. Corporate America preaches loyalty while laying off thousands without hesitation. Politicians champion justice while exploiting legal loopholes. The elite craft laws they never intend to follow. Fairness isn't universal. It's a narrative designed to maintain control. Power isn't about deserving. It's about seizing. Nietzsche didn't just question morality. He exposed it as a sophisticated deception. In Beyond Good and Evil, he revealed morality for what it truly is: a tool, a carefully constructed illusion used by the weak to restrain the strong. What we label as good and evil aren't universal truths. They're social constructs designed to serve specific interests. The weak, unable to compete directly for power, create moral systems that demonize strength and glorify submission. Meanwhile, the strong see through this facade. They recognize morality for what it is: a cage meant to contain those who could otherwise rule. At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy lies the will to power, the fundamental force driving all life. Humans don't ultimately seek happiness or peace. They crave power, the ability to shape reality according to their vision. Power transcends politics and physical strength. It's psychological, intellectual, creative. History's greatest minds, philosophers, artists, innovators, leaders, weren't passive truth seekers. They were reality shapers who bent society, culture, and morality to their will. The will to power isn't about mindless cruelty. It's about transcending limitations, rejecting weak moralities, and forging your own path. Those who embrace this truth shape history. Those who deny it become footnotes. The world operates on two distinct moral codes. First, master morality, the mindset of the strong. It values ambition, excellence, and self-determination. This is the psychology of leaders, innovators, and creators who don't ask for permission, but seize opportunities. They define their own standards based on achievement and dominance. Second, slave morality, the mindset of the weak, valuing submission, obedience, and victimhood. Those trapped in slave morality can't rise above their circumstances, so they create moral systems glorifying their weakness. Instead of pursuing power, they resent those who possess it. Rather than seeking victory, they demonize achievement. This morality promotes virtues like patience, humility, and kindness. Not because they're noble, but because they keep the masses complacent, ensuring only a few dare to claim real power. Here's the reality check. Morality is a choice, not a universal law. The critical question becomes, will you accept the morality imposed on you, or create your own? Stay trapped in traditional morality, and you'll remain powerless. Reject these artificial constraints, and you become the architect of your destiny. History doesn't remember the obedient. It remembers those who rise above mediocrity. Success follows specific psychological patterns. It's not random, and it doesn't favor the most moral, kind, or deserving. Across every domain, business, politics, technology, those who rise to power share specific psychological traits that separate them from the average. These traits are the true currency of power, and those who master them dominate their fields. First among these traits is raw ambition, a hunger so deep that nothing satisfies it except victory. Average people settle, making peace with mediocrity. The ambitious never do. They see obstacles as challenges, setbacks as fuel. Ambition isn't about dreaming, it's about obsession. The unshakable belief that you're destined for more, and the absolute refusal to accept anything less. Look at today's tech billionaires, industry titans, and visionary leaders. None settled for enough. They pushed boundaries, disrupted industries, and demanded more. While others were content with stable jobs, they were building empires. In the power game, indecision is fatal. The weak hesitate and overanalyze. The strong act decisively. Fear, it's what keeps most people in their comfort zones. They fear change, standing out, the unknown. But the powerful? They use fear as a compass. If something scares them, it's worth pursuing. Think of Elon Musk betting his fortune on SpaceX, or Jeff Bezos leaving a cushy Wall Street job to sell books online. Fortune favors the bold. It always has. It always will. Strategic ruthlessness, knowing when to play by rules and when to break them. The world preaches fairness, but those at the top understand a crucial truth. Rules are only real if you believe in them. Look at any successful tech startup. They didn't ask for permission to disrupt industries. They moved fast and broke things. Strategic ruthlessness isn't about cruelty. It's about effectiveness. It means making decisions based on outcomes, not emotions. Here's the cold truth. Success favors strength, not morality. The market doesn't reward kindness. It rewards results. The most successful aren't the most ethical. They're the most ambitious, decisive, and strategic. To rise, you must develop these traits, because in the end, power belongs to those who take it, not those who wait for it. But power comes with a warning label. Those who climb to the top through pure ruthlessness often face spectacular falls. History proves this repeatedly. Dominance without wisdom becomes self-destruction. Those who fail to master power ultimately lose it to those who do. The same force that elevates can destroy. Consider Julius Caesar, brilliant strategist, unmatched politician, master of power. He transformed Rome through sheer force of will, but his fatal flaw? He became too powerful, too quickly. The Senate, once his allies, turned against him. His ambition, once his greatest asset, became his death warrant. On March 15th, 44 BC, his own friends plunged daggers into his back. A classic lesson in power's double-edged nature. Take Napoleon Bonaparte. He reshaped Europe, revolutionized warfare, built an empire through sheer brilliance. But power blinded him. He pushed too far, invaded Russia despite all warnings. His confidence morphed into arrogance, from emperor to exile. Another cautionary tale of unchecked power. The pattern repeats through history. Those who don't control their hunger for power get consumed by it. Modern business tells the same story. Look at tech giants who once seemed invincible. MySpace dominated social media until Facebook outmaneuvered them. BlackBerry ruled smartphones until Apple revolutionized the industry. Blockbuster laughed at Netflix. Now who's laughing? Power doesn't tolerate complacency. Adapt or die. That's the law of the jungle, whether it's ancient Rome or Silicon Valley. The ultimate truth about power? Balance is everything. Raw ruthlessness isn't enough. It needs wisdom. Dominance isn't enough. It needs strategy. Success isn't enough. It needs sustainability. The greatest mistake powerful people make? Believing they're untouchable. The moment they stop mastering power, power masters them. So, what's the real key to lasting power? Balance. Blind morality keeps you weak, but total amorality makes you reckless. The true masters of power understand how to navigate between these extremes. They know when to be ruthless and when to show mercy, when to break rules and when to create them, when to strike and when to wait. First principle, reject naive morality. Hard work and kindness alone won't secure success. Wall Street doesn't reward good intentions, it rewards results. Silicon Valley doesn't celebrate nice ideas. It celebrates disruption. This doesn't mean becoming villainous. It means seeing through the illusion. Play by rules when beneficial. Break them when necessary. Second principle, develop real strength. Power isn't about manipulation alone. It's about becoming someone worth following. Build unshakable confidence, not through arrogance, but through competence. Make decisions swiftly and own them. People naturally follow those who radiate authentic power, not those who beg for attention. Third principle, master strategic thinking. Every move should serve a purpose. Modern titans like Bezos and Musk didn't succeed through blind aggression. They played chess while others played checkers. They built alliances, timed their moves, and struck when opportunities arose. Your strategy should be like a tech startup. Disrupt, innovate, but always with a clear endgame. Fourth principle, constant evolution. Today's tech giants know this: adapt or die. Mark Zuckerberg transformed Facebook into Meta, seeing future trends before others. Amazon went from books to everything. Those who can't evolve become cautionary tales. Power isn't static, it's dynamic. The strongest aren't the most ruthless, they're the most adaptable. The world operates on power dynamics, not fairness. It rewards those who understand its true mechanics. Look at any successful CEO, political leader, or innovator. They're not necessarily the smartest or most virtuous. They're the ones who best understand and play the game of power. Most people live in a fantasy believing hard work alone guarantees success. Power is like advanced technology, neutral in nature, devastating in foolish hands, transformative in wise ones. In the hands of the reckless, it creates chaos. In the hands of the wise, it shapes the future. The choice isn't whether to pursue power, it's how to master it without being mastered by it. Remember, power without control leads to self-destruction. Those who rise, without understanding its complexities, eventually fall victim to their own success. The real question isn't whether you'll seek power, it's whether you'll learn to wield it effectively. Will you master these principles or become another cautionary tale? If this message resonates, if you're ready to understand the deeper mechanics of power and success, hit that subscribe button. This channel dives deep into the psychology of power, influence, and strategic thinking. Share this video with someone who needs to wake up to reality. Drop a comment below. Can you achieve true power while maintaining integrity? Or is compromise inevitable? The game is always being played. The only question is, are you playing to win? Remember to like this video if it opened your eyes to the real rules of power. Enable notifications to never miss our next deep dive into the psychology of success. Until next time, remember, in a world of players and pawns, the choice is yours. Make it count.